Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to the Transformers and Rectifiers India Limited Q4 FY2024 conference call hosted by Nuvama Wealth Management. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during the conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star then 0 on your touchtone phone. I now hand the conference over to Mr. Shubhadeep Mitra. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Thank you. Good afternoon, friends. On behalf of Nuvama Institutional Equities, welcoming you all to the fourth quarter and full year earnings call of Transformers and Rectifiers India Limited. At the outset, we would like to thank the management for giving us this opportunity to host the call today. We have with us today the top management, represented by the chairman, Mr. Jitendra Mamtora, the Managing Director, Mr. Satyam Mamtora, and CFO and Advisor to the Board, Mr. Chanchal Rajora. I would now like to hand over the call to Mr. Satyam Mamtora for his opening comments, followed by the Q&A. Over to you, sir.
Thank you and good evening, everyone. We welcome you all to the earnings conference call to discuss the company's performance during the quarter and the full year. We have concluded our board meeting this afternoon and have uploaded our financial results as well as the investor presentation on stock exchange. Firstly, I am happy and proud that our team has endeavored to conclude the full year audited results within the first week of the financial year close, and I would like to thank their relentless efforts on making this possible, and we hope to continue this practice in forthcoming quarters. We are happy with our order book position and the various orders that we have received during the year across sectors, catering to solar power, private sector industries, metro projects, railways, power utilities. Other achievements that we have got this year successfully tested. We have successfully short-circuit tested on multiple transformers on various voltage ratings. With this, the company has crossed commendable milestone of successfully dynamic short-circuit testing on record 150 plus transformers over the last 2 decades. Also, the technology of 765 kV class shunt reactors has also been fully absorbed during this year. The company received the highest ever order inflow during the year of about 2,050 crores, including the export orders of 11%. The unexecuted order book as on March 31st, 2024 totals at 2,582 crores, 72% growth versus financial year to be executed over the execution cycle of approximately 15 months. As on 31st March 2024, the company has total inquiries of 17,000 plus crores under negotiation at various stages, including overseas inquiries. This includes all segments of business such as renewable, green energy transformers, power transformers, and furnace transformers. To summarize, during the financial year 2024, we navigated through phases of stabilization, turnaround, and growth successfully. And we are now taking steps for the next phase of consolidation, expansion, and profitable growth. We have taken several conscious steps and started implementing our growth strategies, and the results of these company-wide initiatives are starting to be visible in our performance from quarter 4 to FY24. We are entering financial year 2025 with a growth-oriented mindset to contribute to Indian government's vision for development of India by 2047. The major pillars are capacity expansion, being more export-focused, becoming fully backward integrated, explore avenues from inorganic growth, achieve operational excellence, and mobilize resources effectively, as well as focus towards system-driven processes in positive direction. The strategy is being backed by our niche R&D, product development, design customization expertise, and manufacturing facility expertise in manufacturing high-precision transformers. With this, I conclude my remarks and would like to hand over the call to CFO, Mr. Chanchal.
I hope I am audible to everybody.
Yes, sir. It's audible.
Okay. Thank you, MD sir, and good evening, everyone. We welcome you and all to our Quarter 4 and annualized post-earning conference call. I shall discuss the standalone financial highlights now. First, I'll elaborate on Q4 results. During the Q4 FY24, the revenue from operation was 500 crore rupees, 18% growth, 425 crore rupees of Q4 FY23. EBITDA during the quarter was at 65 crore rupees, 112% growth from 31 in the same period previous year. EBITDA margin was at 12.9%, a sharp 576 BPS increase from 7.2 in corresponding quarter. PAT during the quarter was at 36 crore rupees, a 306 growth from 9 crore in the same period previous year. PAT margin was 72.2%, a sharp 509 BPS increase from 2.1% in Q4 FY23. Now I come to the FY24 results. During FY24, the revenue from the operation was 1273 crore, a 7% decline from 375 crore in FY23. For FY24, export revenue was 139 crore, 117% increase from 64 crores for previous year. Export contributes 11% of our total revenue. EBITDA during the year was 129 crore rupees, a 9% increase from 118 crore of last year. EBITDA margin was 10% for the year, a 155 BPS increase from 8.5% of FY23. PAT during the year was 42 crore rupees, a 12% growth from 37 crore rupees as compared to the FY23. PAT margin was 3.2%, 55 BPS increase from 2.7 in FY23. EPS earning per share during the year was at rupees 3. In October 23, the company has successfully raised rupees 120 crore by way of preferential issues, issuing 1 crore shares on a private placement basis. This infusion provides a medium-term capital support to ensure the smooth operations of organization. Average monthly collections from the customer during H2 FY24 was rupees 144 crore, which indicates the stringent internal control systems are in place. Despite muted H1 FY24, the company has been able to turn around and close the financial year on a positive note. The improvement during the H1 FY24 was largely on account of the faster execution of the major orders, better production planning, improved receivables, internal control systems, etc. Declaring the audited financial results within 8 days from the year closing clearly indicates that the company has started its journey towards being a system-driven organization with the detailed strategies in place. With the orders in hand, the inquiries under negotiations, we expect the growth journey of the company has begun, and we expect tremendous improvements in the company's bottom line in the years to come. With this, I conclude my financial updates and now request the moderators to open the floor for the question and answer session. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 on their touchtone phone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handsets only while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. Again, if you wish to ask questions, please press star and 1. The first question comes from the line of Siddharth Shah from MK Ventures. Please go ahead.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Congratulations on great set of numbers. We are very pleased to see positive momentum across all parameters. So I have a couple of strategic questions. First, if you can just help us understand the demand outlook across segments and especially for the exports market. And you have 17,000 crores of inquiries under negotiation. What kind of conversion can we expect this, or in a way, what kind of order inflow can we expect in the next year?
Hi, Siddharth. How are you doing?
Very great, sir. Thank you.
See, if you look at our past record, the conversion is in the line of 15 to 20%. So if 17,000 crore of orders are in the pipeline, then anywhere between 15 to 20,000, 1,500 to 2,000 crore should not be far-fetched. We should be able to get that kind of order. That's one thing. We are now more focusing on the things which are being ignored by everyone, generally. We want to ensure that once the transformer reaches the site, we have the least thing to do. The failure of the transformer reduces to a great extent, so that, our concentration on attending to the site complaints reduces. So this is what we are trying to attack to ensure that nothing happens when the transformer reaches the site.
Sure, sir. And so from a demand perspective, which are the segments which are doing well and which are the geographies, sir?
See, it is everywhere. It's throughout India. It's not only a particular segment, but today if you see, the main focus is the renewable everywhere. And renewable is the growth driver now, as the power generated by the solar or by renewable, it is to be evacuated to the grid, and that requires huge number of transformers, whether on the smaller ratings or on the larger ratings. So it's everywhere. And beside that, steel market is also picking up. So there also we see a lot of movements. We have started receiving a lot of inquiries from the overseas OEMs for the supply of the large rating of industrial transformers. Beside that, there are certain inquiries, or we are catering to some of the orders from a multinational company for supply of the transformers for the hydrogen, green hydrogen. So these are, the opportunities which we see in the near future, and it's going to be huge. It's not going to be small. So we are trying also to cater to this requirement. This may not be the transformers for the green hydrogen may not be very large, but we are going for automation in those kind of transformers, so that the production becomes faster, because the transformer requirement is going to be huge, whether it is for green hydrogen or for IDT, that is for solar.
Sure, sir. That's very helpful. So, the last question from my side is on the fundraise which the board has approved through QIP or PREF. Sir, how do we intend to use this proceeds of about 500 crores which the board has approved?
See, this would be basically inorganic growth, and also some expansion that we are planning in the future.
And this will be, say, increase in capacity or some backward integration, or how?
Increase inorganic growth and some increase in capacity, and part of it will be backward integration also.
Sure, sir. This is helpful. Thank you so much, and all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Ashwani Sharma from MK Global. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi sir. Thanks for the opportunity, and congratulations for a great set of numbers.
Thank you, Ashwani.
Yeah. So my first question is on the, we are at 17,000. Out of this, how much would be, exports, inquiry level? And
exports would not go beyond 15% this year.
Okay.
Because, see, the local demand for our country is also so high that, since this is growing exponentially, exports may not grow beyond 15%, will not be more than 15% of the total sales.
Okay. So I was referring to your, guidance on achieving some 25%, contribution. So that you're talking about FY26-27. Is that right understanding?
Yes.
Yes, Ashwin.
Okay. Secondly, on the, collections from JETCO, what is the status over there, sir?
Ashwini, we have got a majority of the outstanding from the JETCO, and rest money is coming in the line. So JETCO is not the issue to us.
Okay. Now, given the, obviously, we have got very, inquiry pipeline is robust, our order book is also very strong. So what is the outlook that you see for FY25 and 6 in terms of revenue and margins?
Ashwin, that FY25-26, if you are talking about, we are looking for basically whatever our present order book is there. First, we wanted to deliver that, and we wanted to better that in the coming years. And as far as the EBITDA is concerned, we are looking to achieve the numbers what we achieved in Q4.
Perfect, sir. Yep. Thank you very much. That's all from my side.
Thank you. A reminder to all the participants, if you wish to ask questions, you may please press star and 1 now. The next question is from the line of Mahesh Bendre from LIC Mutual Funds. Please go ahead.
Hi, sir. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Sir, you said 17,000 crores of bids are, under negotiation. So,
Nice. Can you speak a little louder? It is very feeble.
Yeah, I'm audible, sir?
Yeah, now it is audible.
So, sir, we said that the 17,000 crores of bids are under negotiation. So, these are transmission or distribution side?
These are power transformers. Most of them are power transformers, sir.
Yes, mainly for power evacuation to the grid.
So, these will be about...
transformer as well, yeah.
So, these will be about 220 kV, right?
220 kV up to say 765 kV. From 220 kV up to 765 kV.
765 kV. Okay. And so we are on distribution side now. We are not very active below 220 kV.
No, so whatever that is currently under negotiation is from 220 kV to 765 kV. We are also in negotiations for 132 kV and 66 kV.
So what that quantum will be, sir, for distribution side?
Mahesh, we would not like to discuss what are the numbers and what are the levels of the inquiries are there. The 17,000 crore rupees inquiries what we are mentioning is altogether all kind of the products. The majority of them is the power transformers, as MD sir has mentioned that.
Okay. And sir, given such a strong demand, will our profitability will also go up significantly? Given so much demand and the operating leverage that will play out going forward.
I think Q4 number explains that.
No, I was talking about further. Is there any possibility improvement in that?
So this would be what would be around this much only it will stay.
Okay, sure. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Khadija Mantri from Capri Global. Please go ahead.
Hello. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yeah. So my first question is, are we looking at some new industries such as data center for our transformers? Or
yeah, we are already supplying transformers to data centers.
And so how does that market look to you in terms of growth in the next 2 to 3 years?
The market is good, and there is a potential for the data centers, and we are already pioneers in transformers for the data centers.
Okay, sir. And so one more question from my side. I observed that the contribution of revenue from state and central customers have gone down from 51% to 31% on YOY basis. So is it order specific, or it is just the order book is in such a way that we have more contribution coming from industrial transformers?
Or we have deliberately taken a decision that we would be quoting less to state electricity boards and more to EPC contractors who are eventually servicing the state electricity boards. That helps us, our cash flow better. So we have taken a conscious decision of quoting less to state electricity boards.
Okay, sir. So you mean what you are saying is that the state and central customer, which you combine together, now that has come down from 51 to 31%, but it is largely because of your less exposure to the state customers.
Yes,
but
that is
central side it has increased because the demand largely is for the power transformers.
Yes, that is true.
Okay, sir. Fine. And sir, sorry, I missed the comments on the reason for the QIP and how it will be utilized. If you can just restate.
Ma'am, the company is going towards some backward and forward integration plan and towards the also the inorganic growth. So these funds are going to utilize for that purpose, and a part of this will also going to be utilized to reduce the working capital burden on the company.
Okay.
That burden basically, yeah.
Okay, and also the 17,000 crore of inquiry which is under negotiation, it is the domestic market. You do not give any number for the export market.
Includes both. Okay,
but you would not want to give the share in the export?
So we want to do that, but we want to have a balancing between the domestic and export market, as we have been given a guidance that by FY26 we wanted to have 25% share of the export. So we are slowly achieving on that target. If you see in this year also, we achieved almost 11% export turnovers. So we are increasing that slowly.
Okay, sir. And the execution cycle is same for the export orders? It is about 15 months?
It depends on the basically rating of the transformers.
Okay, but on an average, how would it be in export?
Yes, it is the same.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. I'll come back in the queue.
Thank you. Participants, you may press star and 1 to join the question queue. The next question comes from the line of Mr. Shubhadeep Mitra from Nuvama. Please go ahead.
Thank you for the opportunity. Just reiterating on a couple of points. I think I'm just summarizing what the management's already talked about, but I'm just trying to put it in context. So firstly, I think in terms of exports, my understanding is that you're looking at growing the export share to about 15% in the near term, let's say FY25, and going closer towards 20-25% by FY27. Did I hear that correctly?
Yes, Subhadeep.
Perfect. Secondly, sir, in terms of the current 17,000 crore of inquiries, of which, let's say, 15 to 20% is typically the conversion, so one can look at a range of somewhere between 2,500 to 3,500 crores of order inflow.
You are right. It may be a little more also.
Perfect. And lastly, with regard to your guidance, you mentioned that your current order book of closer to 2,600 crores is probably what you would be looking at as your revenue for 25, and an EBITDA margin of closer to 13%, which is what you delivered in fourth quarter?
Subhadeep, the current order book, what we have is need to be delivered in next 15 months' time.
Okay.
So we are trying to achieve that, and EBITDA margin will remain somewhere between 12.5 to 13% levels.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Mayank Chaturvedi from HSBC Mutual Funds. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. So on this capacity expansion of 12,000 MVA, can you tell me the total project cost plus what rating of transformers will we be producing from this capacity, and when will we start taking orders for this capacity now that the capacity will be operational by December 24?
See, this mainly we are looking at the transformers for green hydrogen, and 4 solar parks. So they are not going to be very large transformer. They will be in the tune of 20 MVA or so. But it is going to be produced in mass, where the number of requirement will be huge, something like 80 to 100 transformers per month. So we are going for making the plant automate by selecting the machines so that, human intervention reduces and the failure rate also reduces.
Mayank, this plant expansion has already started and we expect this plant to be ready by December.
Right. Yes, that I got. Thank you. And what would be the cost, capex for this plant?
That we would not like to disclose at this moment.
Sure. And have you started taking orders for this capacity or?
No.
The inquiries are already in place. So we are negotiating with the people.
Okay. And on this QIP proceeds, will they go into the capex for this plant as well?
Sorry, I could not hear you.
I'm saying the QIP proceeds, will it be utilized for expanding this plant as well?
Sure. Yeah, yes.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Kaushal Kedia from Wallfort PMS. Please go ahead.
What is the current order book? I'm sorry, I missed that.
2,582 crore rupees.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Sampath Naik from Tiger Asset. Please go ahead.
Yeah, so congrats for the good set of numbers. So just wanted to know, as we are doing...
Sampath, your line is not clear. If you are using the speaker mode, may we request you use the handset mode, please?
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Hello. Yeah, so just wanted to know, sir, as we are doing backward integration, so how are we looking at margins going forward? Because without backward integration only, we are doing 13%, I think, kind of margins. So after this capex, how are we looking at margins?
But we are already on around 40 to 50% of the backward integration. Now we are looking at to expand the backward integration further, and definitely the margin is going to be improved once we are fully on the backward integration part.
Okay.
Currently, we are quoting at 68% of raw material, right? I mean, like almost 32% gross margins. So, like,
that is not correct.
No, basically, that's not the correct thing. Our present raw material is around 72% to 74%. So we
do not disclose our
raw material. So that is not been there in that. So you can say that our gross margin, you can take it up from the books right now, is going to be remain same levels.
Okay, sir. Just wanted to understand, like, whatever the new orders are coming, at what gross margins they are quoted at.
Sorry, what?
Whatever the new orders are coming, at what gross margins they are being quoted at?
We do not disclose it. There will be good profitable orders. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Ashna Manaktala from HDFC Asset Management Company. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi. Good afternoon, sir. But I wanted to understand how is the supply trend in the high voltage transformers. So we were reading that the waiting time has gone up to 24 months as there is a tight supply. So how is that going to look for in the coming quarters for the industry?
See, we are, first of all, it's very difficult to increase the capacity just like that. So what we are doing is we are just putting our efforts to reduce the cycle time, which we have done. We have successfully done it, reducing the cycle time from 55 days to 40 days. So we are further trying to reduce it to 32 days, 35 days. If that happens, the capacity will increase and we'll be in a better position to offer transformer much in time.
And sir, this decline would happen over what time period is to what you read?
It is a continuous process. We have started doing it.
Okay. And sir, how is the situation on the low voltage side for the industry?
Low voltage side, see, they are those are kind of off the shelf kind of a thing. So it's not long-term planning. As and when it comes, it comes. So solar, when it comes, when then, the projects last for about a year or so. So it goes on, the supply goes on till the project is completed. So they are not, planned well in advance, like what they do in power transformers, because the delivery time is very short.
Okay, but for the industry, the supply is very well, there's no tight supply in terms of low voltage, is it? Or
See, what happens is there are a number of suppliers, but it is the question of the quality of the transformers, which people are now focusing more, because if any outage is there, when the transformers are supplied, the whole project is not working. So, it is always, the customer always prefer to go for the more reliable transformer, maybe paying little higher.
Okay, sir, understood. Thank you so much.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Srinidhi from HSBC. Please go ahead.
Hi, thank you for the opportunity and congratulations on good set of numbers. So would it be possible to compare and contrast profitability as well as payment terms between your industrial set of business as well as utility set of customers?
Srinidhi, if you were saying about the utilities has got a fixed number payment terms, which ranges between 45 days to 60 days from the date of the transformer delivers. And when it comes to the industrial and EPCs, basically the payment terms are much better than the utility terms.
Right. And how are they on margins, sir?
The margins will remain the same, approximately the same.
Right. And would it be compare similar business for export versus domestic, sir?
Export we have a slightly better payment terms as well as the margin also.
Right. And since the order backlog that you have about 2,600 crores, how is it split between fixed price contract and price variation contract?
Basically, the majority of the orders are on the price variable clause.
Right. Yeah. And last, if I may, sir, so the order pipeline, which looks very strong at about 17,000 crore, would it be possible to share what was this number a year ago?
Right now, we don't have that number in place.
Okay. No problem, sir. Thank you for answering my question and all the very best.
Thank you. A reminder to all the participants, please limit your questions to 2 per participant. If you have any follow-up questions, you may please rejoin the queue. The next question is from the line of Nilesh Doshi from Green Lantern Capital. Please go ahead.
Hi, Satyan and Chanchal. Really
good evening, Nilesh bhai.
Yeah, congratulations for moving in the right direction, both on the revenue and the margin front. Just one question I have is that what are we doing in terms of R&D and new product development, especially I'm sure there may be a lot of import substitution products in our country, and we may be dependent largely on the imports, maybe some components for transformers or any new products which we can go into.
We are working on that.
तुम्ही ज्या व्यक्तीशी बोलत आहात त्याने तुमच्या कॉलला होल्डवर ठेवला आहे. कृपया लाईनवरच.
Sorry for that, sir.
Hello. Yes, Neeraj. So, whatever backward integration that we are doing, we are working on many projects that will substitute the import that we do for those.
So, any idea, Satyan, any idea when we should be ready and we should be fully backward integrated?
We should be fully backward integrated by December of 2025.
Okay. And how much that can help us in terms of margin, any kind of, calculations or work we have done on that?
Nilesh, it will better our margins from the present levels. Okay. But the calculations and all, once we'll meet, I'll tell you, sir.
Sure, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Your visit is still pending, no?
Yeah, we'll come. Sure.
Please do.
Yeah.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Parthiv Dalal from Antique Stock Broking. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon, Pampaji. Good afternoon, Chanchalji.
Afternoon, Parthiv.
Yes. Sir, could you spend some time on your working capital scenario? I understand there is movement, but could you spend some time on how you see it panning out going forward, given higher scale of business?
Parthiv, if you see on my presentation and present balance sheet, my working capital cycle has improved drastically, and we are actually further strengthening that. If you see on my creditor side, my creditors have gone down drastically, as well as my debtors are going down, and we are working on the directions where we further strengthen this working capital cycle. Right. If you presently, when you see the numbers, you may find it little high, but please understand that from our debtor side, the majority of the debtors which are right now on the receivables has been billed very, very recently. So they are not even basically due. And if you heard my speech, that now every month we are collecting more than 125 to 130 crore rupees. That is itself is strengthening my working capital cycle. Even if you see the short-term borrowings, my short-term borrowings has gone down drastically, as well as my long-term borrowings have gone down drastically. So these are the indicators that my working capital is strengthening day by day.
Got it. Okay, so that's all from my side.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Surbhi Saraugi from Smith's Capital Markets. Please go ahead.
No, my questions have been answered. Thank you.
Thank you, Surbhi.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Mehul Mehta from Nuvama. Please go ahead.
Good evening, team. Audible?
Yeah.
Thanks for the opportunity. My question is with respect to green energy power grid. What would be in our order book, green transformers order book share of this green transformers, green energy transformers?
See, it is, when you say green energy, it's, I don't know, what people mean by green energy. Any transformers which are used to evacuate power from the solar park to the grid are called green. So most of these orders, which we have received from Power Grid are meant mostly for those things. So it is, you can say that, 60-70% of the transformers are for the green energy, directly, indirectly.
Okay, so in terms of whatever is our order book, say about 2,600 crores approximately, out of which, in terms of transformers, can you bifurcate between, say, conventional energy and green energy? Is that possible?
About 50-50.
50-50. Okay. And in this, what sort of T&D system spend entirely, market, out of which transformers would be, what? Is that possible to share?
Sorry?
Out of the entire T&D system, transmission and distribution system, what would be, say, transformers, share, kind of, if I want to understand entire T&D system and that size, and out of which, what would be share of power transformers or sort of, power and distribution transformers? Because we basically address, power transformers, if I understand correctly.
Mehul?
Yeah.
Mehul, Subhadeep is the right person to give you the answer of that question. Very recently, he has done a detailed study on the trill and power industry.
Yes, so I've gone through. That's right.
He has the questions, so he has the right answers of your questions.
Okay, I'll question him. Just last question is that in terms of say growth over next 5 years, in terms of in transformer market, any numbers you would like to share, industry growth?
Well, we want to take the baby steps and reach to the 5 years down the line. At present, we are focused for next 2 years, and after that,
so annually, annually, say for next 2 years, what would you anticipate?
Annually, if you see that market research report is that the Indian transformer market is increasing by around 14% CAGR levels.
So that should be, we should take as about volume growth, right? Because realization always keeps on changing in this.
Yeah.
So 14% volume growth. Thank you so much. I'm done. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Rishi Kothari from 5 Square Investments. Please go ahead.
Congratulations, sir, for the great set of numbers. And I would also like to congratulate the EY team for such a nice presentation here. Sir, I wanted to first ask, what would be our utilization level at the current 37,000 MVA capacity which we currently have?
Rishi, we are right now operating around 60 to 65% levels.
Okay. And sir, by next year, by December 24, we are expecting another 12,000 MVA capex, and we'll slowly ramp up that capacity. So do we expect that to reach the peak by FY26, sir?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Thank you, sir. All the best for the coming financial year.
Thanks, Rishi.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Pratik Kothari from Unique PMS. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi, good afternoon. Sir, in one of the comments you mentioned that it's tough putting up a new capacity. So if you can talk about what are those bottlenecks or challenges?
Sorry, we didn't get your question.
Sir, in one of the replies you mentioned that it's tough putting up a new capacity and hence you're working on operational efficiency. So just if you can highlight what are those bottlenecks that you're facing now in terms of when it comes to putting up new capacity?
We aren't facing any bottleneck about the new capacities.
It is just, continuous improvement in terms of production that we are looking at. So it is a continuous process. There are no bottlenecks. But how do we improve on whatever we are doing today? How do we improve that tomorrow? And how do we improve it on day after tomorrow? So it is a continuous improvement process that we are working on.
No, correct. Because so maybe in the last cycle, 10 years back, a lot of new capacity came up very quickly and that kind of disrupted the market. So if you can talk about, are you seeing, given the demand that all of us are seeing, do you see new supply coming in very quickly?
The new capacity which came up was in the transformer range of 220 kV and above, below. There was no capacities which came up 220 kV and above. See, if you just see 400 kV and 765 kV transformers, there are not many players today. Even today, there are not many players. You can count them, 5, 6 players. That's all, not more than that. So, putting up a capacity for a higher rating of transformer, EHV, what we call is extra high voltage transformer, it's not that easy. It's complicated also, and then it requires a lot of patience to build those kind of transformers. It's not only the design which makes the difference, it's the total art of production. So that makes a difference when you talk about large rating of transformers. Similarly is the case with the HVDC transformers. You see, there are a lot of transformer manufacturers even in the world for 400 kV and 765 kV, but HVDC transformer not many. There are, you can count them on the fingertips. So these are really the state of the art kind of production, which requires a lot of skill and trained manpower, which is difficult to get. You can get money, but where do you get the skilled manpower? That's the main thing.
Okay. Thank you and all the best, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, in the interest of time, in order to ensure that the management is able to address questions from all participants in the conference, please restrict your questions to one per participant. If you have follow-up questions, please rejoin the queue. The next follow-up question is from the line of Ashwani Sharma from MK Global. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thanks for the opportunity again. So I wanted your views on opportunities in the railway, especially, Scott transformers. You read in one of your transcript. If you can give us some sense, opportunities over there.
See, with all this dedicated freight corridor that is coming up, and the high-speed trains of Vande Bharat, and the speed of trains constantly increasing, Scott connected and V-connected transformers are going to be in huge requirement in the coming years. And we have started seeing the inquiries flow at a very fast pace to us also. So this is going to be one of the, again, a big sector that is going to come in the near future.
So we have the product portfolio as far as the railway is concerned. Is there a gap?
We have the product portfolio for the Scott connected, and we are RDSO approved. The Scott connected and V-connected transformers, we are getting short circuit tested by end of May. So then our product will be, considered regular then. So we have got some orders for Scott connected and V-connected transformers, and we have to provide short circuit test for them.
Okay, so in our order book, how much would be there? Any sense?
Very small, about 7 to 8 transformers, not beyond that right now.
So about 2 to 3%.
Okay. So secondly, if I look at the contribution, product-wise contribution, our order book, the contribution of reactors are, increasing, year on year. What explains that, sir?
This is power gate supply.
It's mainly the power gate supply.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Dhruv Agarwal from Niveshai. Please go ahead.
Yeah, I'm audible.
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah. Good evening, sir. So congratulations on the very good set of numbers, sir. Sir, in the last Concall, you said that you are expecting, executing orders which are having low gross margins of around 24 to 25%. For the new orders, the company has already quoting the prices considering the gross margins of 32 to 33%, which was reflected in the quarter 4 itself. So, is it fair to assume that the low margin order is fully executed, sir, right now?
No, it's not that, Dhruv. It's not that. It is the mix of those things we are going to deliver.
So, sir, can you please quantify what would be the low margin order book stands at as of now from the total order book?
I cannot disclose that at the moment.
Okay. Okay, sir. And sir, you said that there is 2,600 crores of unexecuted order book which will be executed in 15 months time period. So, sir, for the financial year 25, the revenue looks like around 2,000 to 2,100 crores. Is my understanding correct, sir?
We will try to achieve if possible.
Okay. And sir, like currently you have capacity utilization of 60%. So going ahead, seeing the demand that we are currently have in the environment, so what would be the capacity utilization going forward in the financial year 25-26, sir?
True for any manufacturing industry, the peak capacity utilization is 85%.
Right, sir. So are we going to increase the capacity utilization, sir, in the coming year?
Definitely, if we have to deliver, we have to increase that.
Okay. Just one last question, sir. Like in the next financial year, what would be the borrowing levels would be, sir? Like, is there any plan to reduce further, sir, or it would be in the same level, sir?
We are trying to reduce the borrowings.
Okay. And this one more question related to that only, sir. Like in terms of working capital cycle, you said that your target is to have 120 days working capital cycle. So what is how are we going forward in that, sir?
There is a detailed strategy in place for that, and we are working on that direction, please.
So what would be the current working capital cycle, sir?
You can please go through on our financial numbers which we uploaded on the market. You'll get the detail about this.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Pinkesh Asrani from Profit Gate. Please go ahead.
Yeah, I hope I am audible. The board has, like I heard that board has approved the QIP round of. So I just wanted to
I'm sorry to interrupt.
You're not audible. Please, can you repeat yourself?
Your voice is sounding very much muffled. So could you use the handset mode in case if you're using the speaker mode, please?
Yeah, I think I am audible right now. I just wanted to I missed the point of QIP round that the QIP round is for 500 crores. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. So by what time it would get completed? Like any deadline, any timeline from the board?
Pretty soon.
Can you give some specific numbers, the specific period?
Pinkesh, by end of first quarter it should be completed.
Okay. That sounds good. Thank you. That's all of us. Yeah.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Kush Nahar from Electrum PMS. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Hi, sir. Thank you for the opportunity. So I just wanted to know what would be our R&D expenses for FY24 and FY23?
Kush, this is the one thing which we don't want to disclose in this forum.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Sampath Naik from Tiger Asset. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi sir. Thank you. So you just said that we are RDSO approved for Indian Railways. Just wanted to understand how difficult is it for anyone to get RDSO approved, and are there any other players who are already RDSO approved?
Yeah, there are so many. Crompton is one of them. BBL is one of them. We are. And it took us almost about 1.5 years to get the first order from RDSO. This goes way back into 2011-12. So, it is difficult to get RDSO approved. You need to meet certain prerequisites first to become a certified RDSO supplier.
So, what other companies you said, sir? I just missed that.
Bharat Bijli, CG, BHEL, ABB.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you so much. All the best.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we would take that as our last question for today. I would now like to hand the conference over to the management for closing comments.
Thank you all for being part of our earnings conference call and for actively participating in the call. We appreciate your support and trust in us, and we hope we have we have been able to address most of your queries. In case any further queries, you may reach out to our investor relation advisor, Ernst & Young, and they will connect you with you offline. Thank you, Vijay Bashir from Nuvama, for hosting our call. Have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you. On behalf of Nuvama Wealth Management, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us. You may now disconnect your lines.
Thank you.